Back again. We're going to be doing a 5 Parsecs from Home 3rd edition game here, which if you aren't familiar with 5 Parsecs from Home, it's pretty much a tabletop RPG combined with tabletop miniature games. So if you like the solo RPG or if you like tabletop miniatures, you should give this a shot. This is really cool, especially if you if you're having a hard time trying to figure out a story or whatever for your miniatures, your characters. This is a pretty cool game. And then there's also the fantasy one there, which is the 5 Leagues from the Borderlands. But we're going to stick to this, and this is going to be campaign turn number 2 for the Star Wolves. I'll put a link or something up here for their previous battle report. The previous game, they faced the gunslingers, and they pretty much wiped them out pretty good. There was only one casualty, and it was Malachi. And he, for some reason, when we rolled on the casualty thing or whatever, he earned 1 XP. Go figure. So we added that in for the new game here. As you can see, I have like a little notebook kind of thing here to keep track of everything. This is their players. This is the players list here for Star Wolves. You got Buck, Nebula, Malachi, Kodiak, and Toli. Toli wasn't able to join in on this one, but Toli is in this one for sure. Well, we hope so. We got to roll and see what's going on. Where they're going to be fighting, who they're fighting, and all that stuff, which we'll get to really quick. Try and be a little bit quick here so I can get past all this stuff. But again, they're on the planet Arboretum. I cannot pronounce it. It was one I found in that encounter book that I showed before, where you can roll up planets and towns and environments and all that stuff. So anyways, and their ship details, they have retired troop transport, which we'll get to that real quick, how we handle this for each campaign and who we're set with. They're good on patrons. They did get, in this previous fight, they all earned experience points, and they got paid 3 credits to the taxed man. Character event, Malachi got the +1 to ability, which he told me to throw it on to the combat. And then they were offered a reward, complete +2 credits. So they got +2 credits on there. So also they, I think they got a recruit, I think it was. Yeah, here we go. This is the world record sheet. Arboretum. Yeah, that's it. That's how you say it. So it's Earth-like, sun never penetrates clouds. It's a forest, healthy atmosphere. And they face the gunslingers. They encounter rivals, so they haven't got to their patrons. They still could get a job from Connor Barnes and one from Randall Meyer, because the turns is 1 to 2. Well, they already used 1 turn, so he still can offer a job, and he's still able to offer a job in the next 2 turns. So I'm gonna go ahead and have him talk with Connor Barnes here, the Highborn Federation dude, see what he offers. We'll see what both of them offer. So, and we'll go from there. So let's stop the talking and get to the next campaign turn. Each campaign turn, you must pay upkeep. This is the beginning of how do we start each campaign turn here. It's on page 76 of the book. Upkeep for your crew, representing paychecks, beer, food, anything else that is more routine than adventure. Upkeep costs 1 credit if you have 4 to 6 crew, which is what they have. They have a 4-man crew. Pay 1 credit. We got to go and adjust. As you can see here in the very edge here, they only have 12 credits. When you start, you pretty much start pretty low. So now they're down to 11 for upkeep. And then you move on to the next one, ship repairs. Yeah, they owe 32 credits on their ship. If your ship has a sustained hull point damage, you may repair. You have no hull point damages whatsoever. You can make payments on your ship if you owe money, having done so, or if you still owe money, which you guys do. The amount is now increased by 1 credit. 2 credits if you owe 31 credits or more, which is you do. You owe 2 credits. It's called interest. So the interest goes from 32 to 34. And if you get the 75 credits, they're going to repossess your ship there. So you're at 34. You're going to have to do, you got 11 credits. Let's go ahead and pay 5 into it. Get it down to 29. Because, next turn it's going to go up to 31. So 11 subtract 5, you're down to 6 credits. Oh gosh, they're down to 6 credits. All right, so we got the ship taken care of. Medical care, you don't have anybody in sick bay, so you're good. Now, assign and resolve crew tasks. This is where you could assign your members to train or find a patron, which you don't need to find a patron. You got 2 of them still. Train, go to the gun range and the gym. Trade, try to score some new equipment. That's always a good one to trade. Recruit, I don't think you guys need to recruit. Explore, that's kind of neat. Track, look for rivals, which you guys just had one, so why would you want to look for trouble right now? Repair your kit, you don't have anything broken. And decoy, help avoid rivals finding you. So let's go ahead and put Tolly as a decoy. Let's go ahead and let's see, anybody has savvy on here? No one has savvy in the group. Wonderful. So we'll put a couple here in trade and then one explore. We'll go that route. And this is where one of these little notebooks is very valuable for these type of games. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the Star Wolves. This will be your notebook, Star Wolves, and keep track of everything here, and then I'll just plug it into the sheet here. So it's the best way of doing this. All right, let's do this. Perform the task. We're gonna go ahead and have Buck Nebula. He's go checking out the trade market, and we roll a D100. The red will be the 10s, the blue will be the 1s. Alrighty, Buck, what did you find? You 73. So we turn the page here on the table and we look 73, 72, 75. Army surplus. Your choice of an auto rifle, blast pistol, or glare sword. Oh my gosh, cool. Wow, that glare sword, which is pretty much AKA lightsaber. So it's for melee only. So for melee, you get a +2 to brawling rolls, which elegant. When brawling, the fighter may re-roll the die. Enemies will always re-roll if they have a lower total than their opponent and can improve the result. So you get a re-roll. The last thing on it is piercing. Ignore armor saving throws. That's one brutal weapon right there. The only thing is it's just a damage 0, so it's just a regular, when it comes to damage. That is really cool. The other one was the auto rifle, which is a 24-inch range. You get to roll 2 dice, and that's it. There's no other traits to it. Is the blast pistol, which 16-inch range. It's just 1 die, and it's a damage 1. So you add 1 to the damage, and that's about it. I'm gonna, and you already have a brutal melee weapon, which is for brawling, which could be like a club, and it has a damage 1 on there. And you are a brawler, so you get to roll 2 dice in melee. Buck, I'm thinking about giving you the glare sword there because you get to roll 2 dice in melee and you have a +2 for brawling. Yeah, I'm gonna give you you're gonna get the lightsaber Nebula. Okay, man, that's pretty cool. Malachi, you hit the trade market and you find a 56. Don't usually see these for sale. Ooh, you may pay 3 credits. Oh crap, you guys only have 6 credits. If you do, you can roll on the loot table, page 131. The item must be used by the crew member who went trading. I don't know if you guys want to pay another 3 credits. If we go to 131 on the loot table, it's a D100. You get to possibly get another weapon. Roll twice on weapons category. For damage gear, roll twice on gear suit, subtail gear, odds and ends. I don't know, man, because if you roll it, whatever you get here, we're gonna have to look at the other tables, which is down here. Dang it, decisions. You guys be down to 3 credits. How the heck are you gonna pay for your ship through the next turn? Gonna play it safe, Malachi. We're just gonna go ahead and leave it alone. Yeah. Alrighty, moving on. Alrighty, we got Kodiak and he's exploring. Kodiak, we go to exploration table, which I know you can't really see it. It's right here, and it's a D100 roll. What does Kodiak find? 33. All right, right here. Got yourself noticed. Ah, crap. Man, Kodiak. If you have rivals, select one at random. You will have to fight them this campaign turn. Dang it. And that defeats the purpose for totally being a decoy for the rivals. So it looks like you guys are fighting some more rivals, and we're going to have to roll it up and see who you fight. And that's what sucks about having rivals. See, this patron here, Connor Barnes, the Highborn Federation agent, he was offered a job that you have to accept within 1 to 2 turns. Well, you're on your 2nd turn, and now you're facing rivals again. So you guys lost that patron. You still have Randall Meyer here for your 3rd campaign turn, and hopefully you could get a hold of this guy here. He's a wealthy individual. The benefit is you'll earn 3 credits and then see what kind of job he's got for you. So, bummer. Yeah, right here. This will prevent you from doing whatever you had wanted to do this campaign turn. Quests and rumors remain. You do have 2 rumors, but a patron job will fail if the time to complete it has expired. Select the exact rival at random from those on your list. Okay, you do have 2 rumors. So roll a d6 at this stage. If the roll is equal or below the number of rumors, 2. Remove all rumors from your roster. You have now received a quest, which you may pursue immediately. Until the quest is resolved, anytime you would receive a rumor, you receive a quest rumor instead. Page 120. Okay, you need a 2 or less. And you did not get it. Okay, now we're going to do some serious rolling here. The first roll is going to be determined deployment conditions. It's a D100, and we will be looking in the middle column here under rival. Let's roll. And we get a, dang, rolled a 4. Rival 1 through 10, no condition. That's good, actually. That's good. Okay, roll for notable sites. And it's 37. All righty, priority target. Wait, rivals, 37 for rivals is nothing special. All right, good deal. Okay, now we do rival attacks. We roll a d10 to tell us if it's like an ambush. They brought friends, showdown, assault, raid. So we roll and we get a 10. So it's a raid. If you fail to hold the field, your ship will take a 1d6 plus 1 point of hull point damage. If you have a spaceship model, which you guys do, it should be placed dramatically on the table for this mission so that you have a visual reminder of what you are defending. Okay, now we need to determine the enemy, which means we're going to have to roll a d100 on an enemy encounter category. Alrighty, it's a d100, and we are going to face 67 hired muscle. Okay. Okay, so now we look for the hired muscle table, which is right here, and it's D100. Let's go ahead and roll for this, and it's 34 right down here. Guild troops. Oh, and the guild troop is a T, so they are tactical, which is about right. Okay, to determine the number of guild troops, we roll a 2d6 and we select the lower result. They're both 5s. All right, since we're encountering 5 guild troops, if you encounter 3 to 6, 1 specialist will be present. So they'll have a special dude in their group. Oh, wow. If you encounter 4 or more opponents, 1 non-specialist figure will be a lieutenant. They carry a blade in addition to their normal weapon and increase their combat skill by 1. Holy crap. Okay, now we determine the weapons that they will be using, and it says here it's 2C, so you have this column here, you go 1, 2, and then C. First off, we gotta roll D6 and see what it is. And they rolled a 2. Okay, so they're equipped with a military rifle. Oh gosh. Okay, the lieutenant is equipped with the same as the regular grunt, so he's going to have a military weapon, but plus his blade. But for specialists, remember I said it's 2C, so 2 is for the grunts over here. C is going to be for specialists, so we roll a D6, and they rolled a 4. Okay, so you go down to 4 across, plasma rifle. Ouch! Okay, and that's it. So you're going to be fighting some guild troops here. Very serious. They're definitely tougher than the gunslingers from previous battle. Next is set up the battlefield, and I'll take care of all that. That will be it. Off to the battlefield.